Hello YouTubers, another instalment of the Pajero Evolution V8, whatever power it's going to make, I don't really know, but it'll be a lot, enough.
Plenty.
So we're just trying to have a chat actually where we were last time.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while, yeah, we've been doing lots of other stuff, and once you get the body down and that, you think, oh, you know, it's a big step, but it's all the little bits that really do take so long to do, and it doesn't actually look like you've probably done that much, but we have. So body was down, bolted on, new mounts and all that done. I can't remember if that was in the old video or not.
I don't remember.
Anyway,
but whatever, it's got a body.
Yep, so the body's on, finished, done. So that's good. And more importantly,
the bonnet shuts.
It's like, well, that ain't gonna shut. It just looks absolutely.
I mean, can I get an angle where it looks terrible?
I mean, well, most of them.
As you can see, Craig's put a supercharger out the bonnet.
Yeah.
Sort of.
But Aston Martin door strut works very nicely as a little bonnet strut. Because it normally has don't want that. So.
I mean, luckily, you got an Evo one with a vent in the bonnet.
And we've had to trim the vent a little bit. I've actually put the smaller pulley on now. Eventually, after 27 emails to Whipple to ask them for the pulley that I ordered, I've had to pay extra for it. Anyway.
You've got a pulley and it fits.
I've got, and you can see it through the bonnet, so I think that's actually quite cool.
A little, oh, it's unfocused.
Oh, see.
Focus. Whatever.
The bigger pulley actually sits through more, but it's having a small pulley. So, it really, I mean, we did some measurements and went, we've messed up here.
Let me stand back a bit, because that sort of looks like a car at that point.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing just putting the headlights in. And they're the original headlights, but because they're glass, they're still quite shiny. But just putting the headlights in and stuff, it makes it look such a difference. Matt, big guy, you've done loads. Like, no, I've clipped the headlights in. So, bonnet shuts, I'm very, very happy about that. Because I didn't want any nasty extra bulges or anything. So, plumbing's all done. We've got water system done, charge cooler system done. The only thing I haven't done, I've done some of it, I've done some of the aircon, but the aircon rad's here, but I've got to get the rest of the fittings and do a list.
Aircon?
Yeah, I need aircon. It's variable displacement as well, so it should be quite good. Charge cooler rad, all done, fitted, water's in, bled up, pressure tested. I've got a different bottle here, I can't remember what it's off. I've actually put that on.
Are you going to fill that through the wing?
You fit it through there. It's a siphon system.
Hey, don't so, this?
Yeah, it siphons, isn't it? It
okay.
siphons in now, so you don't, effectively, you don't really have to fill it. And you can see through here, there's a hole there, so you can see through a sight glass.
Okay.
So I'm not using original air intake. It just, I mean, I could have put that in the engine bay, but it's just, if I can move stuff out, it just keeps the clean lines and trying to make it look good. So that's the water system for the engine, and that's the water system for the charge cooler.
There's a tank underneath at the back.
Yeah, we'll show them a bit. And then I put like a stainless welding rod through this pipe here, just run it through, just stop it kinking up so it all stays good. I think this come with the Whipple. It's the Escalade airbox K&N, so I'm thinking of making a airbox to run that. I mean, it'd be easier to just put a big K&N in here, but I'd like to, time fair, I'll make an airbox for it. Battery box is done. I think we covered that last time, all the wiring, that's that, so it cranks over and everything. We have lights. I bought basically all new LED bulbs and changed everything just because they're all old and dull and nasty.
You got push rods in it this time?
No, still haven't done that yet.
Okay.
Just, I started to look at the wiring in the car because we've had some out, and oh my god, the wiring was
genuine Japanese import wiring.
I don't know if it's all Japanese. I think some of it could be, because this was a British, British spec car, but it's had an alarm put on it and sat nav and stuff. But it's like the main alarm, they've split the main heavy wire that comes out of the ignition, and it was soldered, but like the wire was just sort of hooked together, and a bit of tape. I mean, literally nothing. I mean, I don't know how it. I literally don't know how it ran. So I've probably spent 2 days pulling out all old wiring, put it all back to standard, and then ordered new. I mean, I had to go back into buying an alarm, because like I haven't bought an alarm for so long, it's all factory now. So that's by diesel alarm fix. Obviously I want central locking and stuff like that. Got the dash out because I'm going to put a Haltech dash in it. So working sort of through that, and it just takes ages to, you know, trace wires and find out. Like they've cut all the wires at the back of the binnacle here for the alarm and that, and they've just chopped them.
Lucky for you, straight into the Haltech.
Wow, yeah, something like that. Nothing really exciting in here. I mean, we put hinges on, and the rear lights don't have. They have them Holber ones in the bumper,
right?
Because of British. Because it's had to pass British type approval because it's a UK car.
So you've got some import lights, have you?
No, these are standard lights that are on it. So I've converted that with an orange bulb to indicate, and that's my reverse light, so I can get away with just that without the whole bulb.
So a Birmingham reverse light, it's painted black?
It actually should. I've put some H7 LEDs in, and it actually shines quite bright once it's done.
Right.
I mean, it's a bit of a faff in that, but it needs doing. New speakers, some new 6x9s.
Wowee. 1998.
My youngest was in, give him a job putting some heat stuff on, so that kept him occupied for a bit. Wiring, all the wiring to the back lights was horrific. I read all that because they'd had the light altered for the lower lights, which are these, and the wiring, they just put these on because they're not walkthrough, so everything's just crumbling and scrap.
Oh, you got stiff wires, stiff brown wires.
Read all that. Got new ABS sensors, and put new ABS sensors on it, stuff like that. Springs done. I've started re-bushing it. I've got the bush for the lower arm. I've sorted the bush for there. I've hopefully got a bush coming for there, and I need bushes for the front arms because they're all knackered. And so underneath we have. We're trying to decide what to do on brakes because I've gone to and from with different types of brakes, and you can see on the front.
I'll go down there and point this.
So that is a E92 M3 disc and caliper. Sorry, not disc. It's caliper setup, and that's a 330mm disc from a long wheelbase, which fits and works, and that's all good. But I might not be running it. I might be putting some Brembo 4 pots on because
the Evo 8s were they?
Evo 8, yeah, we can make the Evo 8 caliper fit. The Evo 8 rear will fit. I mean, one of the guys from Spain, I think it was, told me because the rear, because the handbrake shoes in here, the original discs, I mean, they're actually not worn out, but they're just, I can't put that back on.
Not now.
So I've got some 330mm discs here, which I bought a long time ago. So we can put that on, and with that on, that will take a Evo 8 rear Brembo caliper.
Right.
So Gaz is painting me some of them as we speak.
He's not, he's round there.
Wow, okay, yeah, but when he's finished the Lambo, he's going to be painting me some calipers. But the only problem is the inner drum is 10mm, so about 13mm bigger diameter. So I've ordered some new discs for the right size drum that we're going to basically machine all the outer disc off and then sweat the band into them and then peg them in place so that we effectively end up with the bigger disc and the smaller drum.
Quite a project, isn't it?
Well, I thought it'd be easy just to order the long wheelbase backing plates and shoes and everything, so that was no problem, bought them. But the PCD for the hub centre's wrong, in where it comes, where the cable comes in is wrong and it hits the, and it just doesn't fit, so.
Right, so that's how it's getting done, yeah?
Yeah, in here, that tank there, can you focus on there? That's the charge cooler tank. So that's...
Came as part of your kit, didn't it?
Yeah, if you look up in, I don't know if it'll focus in here. That's
a bit dark. Oh, no, that's all right.
The charge cooler, and that's the pump and the bottom. So that's where the water sits now for the charge. I think it holds, it's about 15 litres, quite a lot of water. But it's nicely tucked out of the way, it's on the escalator, it fits behind the front bumper.
Oh, right.
I didn't want all the weight hanging over the front bumper, and it just seemed there's a big space there. And it meant I can run all the pipes up and down the chassis, and it just gives a bit more volume. And I can put some duct into it, so that will cool that really well. Springs I'm swapping, so they're too soft. Fuel tank. I was hopefully getting some bits from the Dakar stuff, but I just can't get hold of the guy to get it. So I have got a fuel tank. That's not the one with the car. That was a standard one that we've got. And it's actually what I thought it was a bit worse than it was. So
yeah, the car came with a LPG kit, didn't it, and a half-size tank.
So I might get it shot blasted and powder coated. I'm not sure if I'm brave enough to get that done yet. But I need to alter the. It's got like a little epoxy pump in, but I need to put in that. So that's the dual pump setup, which I need to drop in and set to the height and everything. So I need to build a neck for this to weld into the original tank, so I can sit the pump and all the setup into the original tank. And that way the sensor will work and it fits. And I started measuring up to make a really posh alloy tank, and I'm like, why am I making like days and days worth of work and expense when I've got a tank that will fit and it will fill, and it's actually got quite a nice baffle in it, and all the fuel piping is done to here, all the filters are in there and everything's already done, so it just seems stupid to
have it running in no time if you had any push rods.
Well, yeah, but there's just so much to do. I need to not get carried away, and there's nothing wrong with it. So exhaust, I need to.
That's still at the same point, isn't it?
That's fine. Just worry about that another day.
I think that's about, I say all you've been doing, but you know.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it sounds a lot, but it's like quite a few hours here and hours there. Just you know, it's an hour and a half just to get all the sense out of them and heat things. I still snap some bolts, but get the arms back on and get the bushes all done. Get the arms back on and get it like on its wheels with the brakes on. That'll be really good. And the wiring done and a bit of aircon, and we're really getting there then. So
sweet then. Wow.
So, go and do some Mustanging then.
I will. I'm going to go make some pipes.
Yeah, more pipes.
More pipes. There's a lot of pipes been made this last week.
It's surprising how long it takes. It's not just making them, as you know, it's routing them and finding out how the best way to route them and everything. So
it's paying for them, I think, is the biggest problem.
Yeah. Luckily, I bought a lot of this stuff early on. I bought all sorts of stuff sat there ready. So I've actually got the stuff. It's just a case of fitting it. But there's always some bits you forget. Little fittings and, you know, adapters, and they're all only 10 quid, but they really add up. Yeah,
my 2 oil cooler pipes and turbo feed and drain was 250 quid this week.
Yeah.
And the fuel pipes were another 170 or something the week before.
I mean, I've got quite a lot of fittings left. I think just the fuel system on this was probably about 600 quid, you know, for fittings and pipe and that without the pumps.
I'm not going to add it up to 600 and then it's not as bad.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, there we go. Good,
sweet.
Good result, really. And I've got the doors and wings and that back. They're on the shelf there, ready to build up. But I forgot I took every last little nut and bolt out of them, so that's...
Of course you did.
I'll try and remember where that all goes, where it is. And...
you better say goodbye then.
Yep, goodbye. And hopefully it'll be back on its wheels next time, proper progress.
With some running engine.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
That's what I've committed to.
I mean, I haven't even mentioned what I'm going to do the wiring yet. I mean, that's...
Alright, no problem then.
Right, see you next time, guys.
At Driftworks, we've helped over 50,000 happy customers since 2004. Our huge online parts store is simple to use, with superb shipping rates to anywhere in the world, and finance options available for UK customers. We live and breathe wheel fitment, so if you have any questions about your own car or any of our products before placing an order, please drop us an email at shop@driftworks.com or give us a call. Thanks for watching.